Well, thousands of illegal or undocumented immigrants live in Utah, and while most work and live among us without a lot of notice, there are also hundreds of illegals who are criminals.
ABC4's Don Hudson joins us now with more on their crimes and what's being done about them, Don.
Yeah, and Karen and Rob, when you say criminals, what that means is they are convicted of felony crimes here in the United States. Now, the suspect in the shooting of Sheriff Deputy Josie Fox in Miller County, good example. Roberto Miramontes Roman is accused in the shooting. He's an illegal immigrant who was convicted of drug dealing and carrying a gun 10 years ago. I took action to find out what is being done to lock up and remove criminal aliens, and tonight in a story you'll see only on ABC4, we show you the results. One by one, and van load after van load, illegal immigrants are brought here to Salt Lake City for processing from county jails and state prisons throughout Utah, Idaho, and Montana. They are searched, they are fingerprinted, and they are locked in holding cells.
Today we have a movement of our ICE detainees who have been through the process. They have a final order of removal, and it's time for them to return to their country.
Steve Branch oversees the processing as Director of Immigration and Customs Enforcement in Salt Lake.
You go put your hands behind your back.
But these are not just illegal immigrants. They are illegal immigrants who have been convicted of felony crimes. ICE calls them criminal aliens.
Over 90% of the people going out today are criminals, have convictions, and some serious crimes.
Crimes like assault, murder, and drug trafficking. 19-year-old Kelvin Navarro was busted for selling crack 6 months after he came to Utah from Honduras.
Estuve 2 meses y medio en Salt Lake.
He's already spent 2.5 months in jail, and back home, he faces more trouble because he's wanted for rape.
¿Tienes un poco de miedo o qué? Un poco.
All these illegal immigrants have similar stories. They were busted by local law enforcement, then ICE agents moved in.
They arrest these subjects for committing state violations, and then we step in to make the determination of, 1, if the person's an alien, and 2, if they're removable.
If they are, they get loaded up on a bus for a short trip to Salt Lake International Airport. And ABC4 News was granted exclusive and unfiltered access to the next step in the process. We watched as criminal aliens went through another search, as well as a shackle and handcuff check. Then we watched as they took their seats on ICE Air, a chartered one-way flight to the U.S.-Mexico border. On this day, 41 criminal legal immigrants were put on a plane. 39 headed to Mexico, and 2, including Navarro, were going to Central America. And get this, the process is repeated every week of the year here in Salt Lake. And every week, ICE Air flights across the country take 4,200 convicted illegal immigrants out of the country. And the total number of convicted illegal immigrants being deported is amazing. Last year, 3,387 were removed from the Salt Lake area. And nationwide, that number is just over 136,000. That's basically 380 every day. With those kinds of numbers, when a plane full of criminal aliens flies away, it looks like the end of the story. But it's not. Yeah, I was out there at the airport. It certainly feels that way, but it is not the end because a lot of criminal aliens are coming back. So coming up in about 90 seconds, more on finding criminal aliens who return to Utah. Getting them deported seems easier than it is to find them in this case.
Interesting. Okay, Don, thanks
All right.
very much.
We are